Welcome to my dear student. Hope you are safe at your home. Today I will take class about five kingdom. Hope you will enjoy this class. And here I will try to describe super kingdom, prokaryota and eukaryota. After watching this class, if you have any confusion about super kingdom and kingdoms, please write down on YouTube comment box. I will try to give your answer as early as possible. So welcome again. Okay, well, my dear student, American biologist Robert Whittaker 1969 divides all living organisms into five kingdoms. His classification is familiar as five kingdom classification. The kingdoms are Monera, Protista, Fungi, and Plantae. And last one is Animalia. In later, another American biologist, Dr. Lane Margulies, has brought some modification in the Whittaker's classification. She rearranged the above five kingdoms under two super kingdom. First one is Prokaryota and lastly Eukaryota. Super kingdom 2 Eukaryota. So super kingdom Prokaryota, these are unicellular, microscopic, non-nucleated small organisms. Prokaryota includes a single kingdom. Kingdom name is Monera. They are unicellular, filamentous, colonial or mycelial organisms. Cell with chromatin substance but no nucleus and nuclear membrane. Chromatin substances has DNA but no protein, no cell organelles except ribosome, and type of ribosome is 70S. S means Wedberg unit. Cell wall made of polysaccharide and protein, multiply by binary fission. Some organisms are autotrophic and others are heterotrophic. Monera includes the prokaryotic bacteria, cyanobacteria, myxobacteria, rickettsia, etc. For example, you can mention E. coli, Bacillus, Nostoc. These are the most important example of kingdom Monera. Second kingdom name is super kingdom name is Eukaryota. These are small or large uni or multicellular organisms having well organized nucleus. Eukaryota includes four kingdom. Kingdom 1 name is Protista. Kingdom 2 name is Fungi. Kingdom 3 Plantae and Kingdom 4 Animalia. So these four kingdoms belongs to the super kingdom Eukaryota. In general, here it is mentioned as a kingdom 2, 3, 4 and 5. So first kingdom under the super kingdom Eukaryota name is Protista. They are unicellular or multicellular, filamentous or colonial. Chromatin substance in the cell covered with nuclear membrane. Chromatin substance has DNA, RNA and protein. All types of cell organelles are present in the cytoplasm, mostly aquatic, nutrition by feeding, absorption or photosynthetic.
multiply by binary fission or multiple fission or sexual or asexual methods. Protista includes protozoa, algae, molds, water molds, etc. For example, amoeba, Spirogera, these are the most important example for kingdom Protista. Next kingdom name is fungi, mostly terrestrial, saprophytic or parasitic, nutrition by absorption, cell wall made of chitin. Chitin is a carbohydrate component. Body consists of unicellular hyphae or thread-like mycelium. Photosynthetic pigment or chlorophyll absent. Reproduction by haploid spores. Meiosis cell division held in zygote. The kingdom fungi includes the yeast, rust, smarts, mildews, molds, mushrooms, etc. For example, you can mention Agaricus, Penicillium. These are the focal species of kingdom fungi. Next kingdom name is Plantae, very well known kingdom. Kingdom number 4. Kingdom Plantae has 9 phyla. In a higher class, you will get more idea about kingdom 4 about Plantae. So major characteristics of kingdom Plantae are, these are multicellular green photosynthetic plant, mean that they can produce their own food due to the presence of light and chlorophyll. Cell wall made of cellulose and cell with colored plastid and large vacuole. They have well developed tissue system. This is the main focal characteristics for Plantae. They have sex organ, mean that flower, developed and diploid phase start with embryo. Sexual reproduction anisogamous type. Anisogamous mean that two different types of gamete fuse to form zygote, and most of the species are flowering and archegonate. Archegonate mean that having female sex organ, archegonium. So you can say archegonate plants who have female sex organ, archegonium. Mainly terrestrial but have numerous aquatic species also. Kingdom Plantae divides into 2 grades. Grade 1 Bryophyta, main body gametophytic and without vascular tissue. All mosses are included in this grade. For example, you can mention Riccia semibarbula. These are the Bryophyta under the grade of Bryophyta. And second one is Tracheophyta, mainly body sporophytic and with vascular tissue. All ferns, gymnosperm and angiosperm are included in this grade. For example, cycas, teres, or like that mango, you can say Mangifera indica. These are the vital species of kingdom Plantae. And kingdom 5 name is Animalia. Kingdom Plantae has around 40 phyla. These are multicellular animals. Cell have no wall, cell wall, colored plastid and large vacuole. So cell wall, colored plastid and large vacuole totally absent in kingdom Plantae, in kingdom Animalia. nutrition heterotrophic, body with complex tissue and organ system present here, reproduce by sexual method, gamete developed from sex organs of mature male and female animals, germ layers form during the embryonic development. The kingdom Animalia includes all invertebrates and vertebrates animals. For example, you can mention Labio, Rohita, Panthera, Tigris, Bombax mori, etc. So, this is the explanation of five kingdom. Bentham and Hooker divides Plantae or plant kingdom Plantae into two subkingdoms, cryptogams and phanerogams. So you will get elaborate idea in a higher class. So classification is a division or category in a system which divides living organisms into group or types according to the specific rules based on the similarities and dissimilarities. According to the famous taxonomist Simpson, classification is the ordering of plants or animals into group or sets on the basis of their relationship. So here already I have discussed different types of characteristics. Now you can compare among the five kingdoms. So taxonomy is the part of the biology that focuses on naming and classifying or grouping organisms. In fact, taxonomy deals with the principles involved in the study of classification of organisms. So the main aim of classification is that to identify animals or plants, to know the living organisms or living organisms kingdom, to naming of new species, in phylogenetic relation, in selection of economically important plants, in plants breeding, also very necessary in biodiversity conservation, prediction of evolution and development of new science. Necessity of classification is a very important. So today I have discussed about the five kingdoms classification. Hope you have understood. After watching this class, if you have any confusion or any question regarding Whittaker and Margulis classification, please write down on comments box. I will try to give your answer as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching this class till end.